Ugh. Ugh. Guys, I did it. I did it. I stayed up relatively late last night, cracking away at Unreal Engine, watching random Unreal Engine tutorials for other games, trying to do something I'd already done, importing custom assets into Unreal Engine. Turns out it was a little bit different for Campaign Evolved, but it was mostly a skill issue, and guess what, dude? I did it! I did it. We have everything we'll ever want. The dream is real. It's real. I'm so happy. And there were Bonobo updates. Shout out Zophie and Camden. Two of them have been going absolutely crazy lately. I have no idea what the updates are, though. But Bonobo does have updates. In fact, right before we get started and I switch scenes, I'm going to make sure to update my Bonobo and ensure that I can use it. We have flyable cruising Campaign Evolved before Campaign Evolved. Yeah, pretty much. Gaming shared remake could do it. Actually, well, we'll be able to fully pull it off soon. Very soon. Oh, I've got a good feeling about it. I've been doing a lot of research on my own into some stuff that people aren't necessarily interested in on the Unreal Engine side of things. Unreal Engine side of things is a lot slower right now because everybody's so used to the Halo engine. But I do have a little bit of experience in Unreal Engine for modding other games, and I have made some interesting discoveries. Almost got a custom map loaded, but I have to do a little bit more homework on it, on adding new models into the levels as actual geometry. I was really close to getting it, but I might be able to solve it tonight if I really work at it. But I'll probably be working on videos instead. But it was close. It was close. I got a custom level modification in. I just didn't have the right asset header to actually have it as a streamed level file. I was so close. Gotta make sure to keep the Halo scripts that they that Halo Studios added in. It was very close. Alright, guys. I'm excited. I'm gonna boot up Campaign Evolved. I want to show you guys what I did. Are there ever community game nights? Yes, they're so fun. I'm biased, but they're so fun. Should definitely try and join it in sometime. It's a blast. Alright, we currently have a singular mod enabled that I've made with the Unreal Engine stuff. Ignore the overlapping music. I'm loading in. You know, who am I kidding? Hello! Welcome. Hello? Hello? Okay, we're so back. Hello! Let me show you guys what I've been up to. It's a little bit of being up to things that I've been up to. We are now loading my my sandbox level that I slowly was working on. I'm hoping to make this like a proper flat grass with like nice lighting and stuff. But we're not quite there yet. I almost cracked importing custom geometry into Unreal Engine. I just need a little bit more time. Like I said, I got like halfway there, but then I didn't have the right like asset headers and stuff and the right blueprints and formats. Oh my goodness! There's a large thing here in front of me. That's crazy. Oh, wait a minute. Could it be? Is that what I think it is? My god, an enormous object? RB to missing string table entry? Don't mind if I do. What? That's right, dude. Custom models, exported from the game, and re-imported. Not that I'm the first to do it by any means, but damn does it look good. Oh, and I started messing with the markers just for fun. Pew, 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 pew. I love this so much, dude. Flyable giant Covenant cruisers, man. Feels good. Feels good. Got the chromatic aberration. I know the chromatic aberration is really intense on the edges of the screen. Why do they make it so thick? I don't know, but I like it, dude. I get so mad when I see people on Twitter and they're like, I don't like the new design. If it was a different ship class, then I would like it. I'm like, shut up, nerd. It's the CC. All of the ships are the same. The classes of ships are an illusion. They're not real. Okay? They came up with the ship classes after the design change to justify and explain what the artists did. This is the CCS class now. Get with the program. They changed the design. The Halo universe isn't a real universe. Sometimes things just look different because artists make it. Halo's not real. God, I love this design. What's up with the canonical size of the ship? Freaking dare you. So I was also, this is a terrible idea and I'm probably not going to do it, but I was thinking about making this thing flyable too. Since every model in this entire game is technically an object that I can re-import, anything is flyable now. I low-key want to do the Destroyer. Perform a Banshee trick? I don't think I can. Not yet. Also, this is irrelevant to you guys, but I just want to say I'm so happy today. I saw a psychiatrist, and they were like, I was like, hey, I think I have ADHD, and then I like explained everything to them, and they were like, oh yeah, you do. We're gonna get you on some meds soon. And I was like, let's go! We're flying fucking what? Yeah, isn't it beautiful? This thing's enormous. I love how cool it looks. This design is so good. You thick? I know, it's so good. You're talking about your community bullies you? Yeah, a little bit. I was like, my community, I don't know if I can handle them. They're always calling me bald. And then he looked at me and he was like, Jiro Hane? And then I ended the call. Well, it isn't real. I'm unsubscribing. That, I swear to God, some of the people talking about design changes in this community are too deep in, man. They can't accept the fact that artists, real humans in the real world, are actually the ones changing designs in the Halo universe to suit new art styles. They can't comprehend it, man. They can't comprehend it. He's flying. I am. It's beautiful. Oh, and we get Covenant Dance playing. Don't, I fucked up the aiming. Alright, that one's on me. That one is on me. It's beautiful. I think it should look exactly like Halo 2. I honestly can't tell the difference. Yeah, I mean, there's mostly minor differences. You know, it's got these cool little things on the front. They almost look like mandibles or something. I really like these, though. The little popping out bits. I like the way they changed the shape, too. It's kind of got, like, that pointy bit at the front. I think that's pretty sick. It's a little bit taller. Like, that middle piece is a lot taller and more bulbous. But it's got the same, almost same exact like shape and design language. Got a visible bum hole. Okay, in defense of the ship's bum hole back here, okay, there's technically supposed to be effects and stuff on this. I just didn't even bother trying to learn how to do attached effects and things in the Unreal side of stuff yet. Honestly, the trailer was so against it. This thing is fantastic. I was mixed on the trailer. I liked parts of it, but after I got to see it up close, I'm like, oh. Like, the trailer made it look, like, extra thick. I don't know. Something about the angle they presented it at made it look like this fat, bulbous ship. But I think it's still got some sleekness. But also, I'm not gonna lie, I like this. This is good. You need to drive 5 hours and pay $3,000 to get diagnosed? Oh my god. I was able to do it over a fucking Zoom call. It was expensive, but it wasn't $1,000. Good god. The mandibles. I like the mandibles. They look cool. And look, it's still got the fins, dude. It looks like a shark. I like it. It looks like a goofy little shark. I think that's so cool. Need a large-scale Halo game? Hard agree. Hard agree. Anyway, so this is what I was up to last night. I learned custom model importing, but today I want to take the custom model importing to a whole other level. And I want to start making brand new ships. Basically ASAP. What I want to do is I want to find a list of relatively useless objects. I want to find a list of relatively useless objects in the game and start replacing their models with like giant ship models and longswords and stuff. I think that would go extremely hard. The problem right now is that I don't believe I can duplicate tags effectively for this, so I'm gonna have to start overwriting different vehicles in order to make this work. Would die to fly the Pillar of Autumn. I'm so sorry to tell you, I was hunting through all the files and I don't believe the Pillar of Autumn actually exists in the game. I'm almost certain there is no Pillar of Autumn. And I'm really sad because I also wanted to fly the Pillar of Autumn so badly. Probably Map Geo? No, that's the thing. Map Geo, this ship was Map Geo. Anything that's Map Geo is free real estate. This ship was entirely Map Geo and I'm flying it right now. Kind of useless object. Here's the obvious candidate. The ODST. I don't know if that's gonna work. Dude, everybody's so mad at the ODST. I think it's so funny. They're like, how dare she? She hates Spartans for no reason. She should be grateful that a Spartan saved her life. Like, all this other shit. I'm like, dude. Even I've read one of the books, and I know that the ODSTs hate Spartans. The Spartans mog them, and they're mad about it, because the Spartans are actually cool. They're like, they're not that cool. Us ODSTs are really cool, actually. Her dialogue was boring and her character was uninteresting and I had zero emotional attachment. But, you know, people are definitely overreacting. She was not written well. She was not presented well as a character for me to care about in any way, shape, or form. But people are definitely being little babies. People are being a bunch of little fucking wieners, pathetic man babies on the internet, as usual about it. Why isn't my mouse working? Okay, there we go. Oh, look at that ship. Look at that beauty! My god! Okay, so here's the list of things I'm really interested in trying out. 1, the Destroyer. I think the Destroyer would be really, really cool to fly around. 2 would be the Longsword. Actually, we're gonna make 1 the Longsword. I want to fly the Longsword, like, immediately. Then the Lifepod as well. I'm really on the vehicle train right now. We could get custom weapons in too, but vehicles are the ones I'm most interested in at the moment. But yeah. Oh, dude, we should get we should get the stanchion in. We should get Skaboodly stanchion in here. That would be actually so clean. Make High Charity flyable? I wish High Charity was in here. Front of the ship looks like a snake. I feel like it looks like one of those sharks, like a, what's like a reef shark or whatever. Where's my mouse? My mouse! You know what? Fuck it, controller. I feel like it looks like a little reef shark, don't you think? Whee! Hold on, we're spinning. We're spinning. We're spinning. We're spinning. Okay, we're so back. Yeah, does that not look like a shark? I love it. I think it looks so cool. Anyway, we've stared at the ship for long enough. I want to actually do some modding. I want to start exploring some of these new models. As awesome as this is, I'm going to keep this. I'm not going to touch it. For the record, this is replacing the Space Banshee. In fact, if I get out, you can actually see the Space Banshee, or at least what's left of it there. I replaced the middle of the model. I replaced like the main hull part of the model with the cruiser model. So that's what that is. It's literally just the main middle section of the Space Banshee is the cruiser there. Does it ever stop falling? Is there a bottom of the There has to be the bottom. Oh, found it. Oh my god, I was falling too. Well, anyway, should probably fall into the void here. I'm pretty sure I still have kill barriers on. Any day now. Alright, let's close the game. So what we're going to do first is we're going to do a little bit of exploring of the models in the game. Now, I was going kind of hard. I think the last thing I was doing was attempting to get the... Oh, I wanted to get the Keys Flood model. I didn't realize this when I was very first playing through the campaign on Campaign Evolved, but dude, look at this. Mash. This is Captain Keys Floodified. Spoilers, guys, but yeah, Captain Keys turns into a flood guy in this game. So normally, Captain Keys is here at this little empty spot here. Right? That's where his body is. Look at the back of Captain Keys, dude. Look what they did. It's the actual... The textures are fucked up. Ignore the textures, but it's a proto-grave mind on the back of him now. It's so cool. Look, it's got like I said, the textures are super fucked up, so it's hard to tell. It looks like he's made a fucking like pizza, bro. But it's got a proto Gravemind head. It's really cool, and I like low-key wanted to yoink this model out and see if I could do some stuff with it because it just looks so sick. It's actually dope as fuck. It is. There's a better picture of the actual in-game model where the textures don't look like pizza. And it actually looks correct in-game, but yeah, it's really cool. Really, really cool. Subtle detail, but... A popular opinion warning about AO H2A Gravemind cringe. I like the H2A Gravemind, but so I get it. I get what you mean by unpopular opinion, but... No, it's a good design. Actually, this is kind of a hybrid of the two, to be honest. The way that it is shaped is like a mix of classic Halo 2 and Halo 2 Anniversary Gravemind. Makes me hope that whenever they get around to Halo 3 Campaign Evolved, that maybe they'll actually add in a model for the Gravemind rather than just having him be a disembodied voice speaking telepathically to the player somehow. Anyway, though, that's what I was looking at before, but I believe, I might be wrong here, but I believe, let me pause and open up Blender here. I should have the Longsword already exported from the game. I found the model not too long ago. It was in, I think, the Moz level folder. And, oh man, by the way, guys, did I not find everything? I've really wrapped my head around where all the assets are now. Most level assets are just in this ENV folder, the environment folder. There's a lot here, dude. In fact, I think, are these the skyboxes? Oh, dude, we got the skyboxes here, too. Threshold and stuff. But that's not what I wanted to look at. We've got, like, Covenant, Forerunner, UNSC, and then, you know, test assets. I'm curious to know what this is. Spline or LZU objects. But check this out, okay? So we go to the UNSC folder, dude. We got Maw, Wreckage, Test. We have the Pillar of Autumn, which sadly, the Pillar of Autumn folder does not actually have the Pillar of Autumn in it. I looked everywhere. It's sad. Unfortunately, everything related to the Pillar of Autumn is related to the interior of the Pillar of Autumn. How did you get the textures working in F model? What do you mean? Are they broken? I haven't really exported textures yet. I've just been reusing the already existing in-game textures by just pointing them towards the materials that already work in-game. Is there something wrong with textures? Because I haven't even messed with it yet. Water. Water. Anyway. Can you fly the Halo Ring? Actually, yes. Check this out, dude. Check this out. Under the Forerunner section... Frick, dude, where was it? General. Under Mega Structures. Guess what is here? Not only is the cool floating spire from the Silent Cartographer, those big distant ones, fully modeled in right here, but also, alongside the Mega Structures, is every single piece of the Halo Ring in excruciating detail. The entire Halo Ring is here, dude. There's so much of it, bro. There's so much Halo Ring in here. It's split into like so many high poly pieces. Yeah, it's disgusting, dude. I was literally looking at it earlier. Look, let's do, okay, just like the most obvious piece would be the whole frame. We're going to load it. This is a whole piece of the Halo ring. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I have an extract. Actually, do I have a triangle count here? Any triangle count? Any triangle count? No, just a bunch of materials. I don't know, but it's a lot. It's a lot. Like, all of this is modeled in excruciating detail. And this is just one tiny half of the ring as well. Like, it's so much, bro. There's, like, this. That's one piece of the ring. These are all the other pieces of the ring. Here's the, like, whole lattice. Here's our Halo ring whole lattice. Another piece of the Halo ring here. Dude, it just goes on and on. There's so many pieces. So Rage posted that ring's around 500 million. Oh my god, bro. What the fuck? Oh. Well, I guess people have a nice Halo ring for renders now while their PC melts. I thought you would actually walk the edge of the Halo if you went too far in Halo C. You can, and I don't think you should ever change your mind on that. Just assume you can. But yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't able to find anything as far as the Pillar of Autumn. Even the Maw mission folder here, all it has is wreckage. We got like test meshes and stuff, but they're all interior. And yeah, there's just no giant outer piece that I could find. It all seems to be made, the entire Pillar of Autumn seems to be made of like individual broken chunks and sections. I was really wanting to fly a new Pillar of Autumn. But unless somebody else can find it and I'm just dumb, I don't think it exists. Always, wait. Full A-frame. Maybe this is something? That's a piece of it looks like. Maybe? Perhaps? No, I'm not so sure about that. What do we have? Maw, whole A-frame. B merged, whole flat A merged. No, I don't think this is. I mean, it might be a piece of it. This could be like hangers. Maybe this is like it's just chunked into different sections. We have support A. What's this? Maybe this will. Dude, I literally can't tell. That does look like the exterior of the Pillar of Autumn a little bit. What's the U frame? I don't know what that is. Looks like this wing. Yeah, I don't know. These are pretty useless as far as trying to get the Pillar of Autumn. I think these are all individual interior parts for it rather than the like full-on exterior, unfortunately. You have to rebuild the Pillar of Autumn from the Maw crash. Like, hell no. I'm not doing all that. You can see there's a lot of really cool stuff in here. I'm hoping to be able to build my own level with all of this someday. I think it would be really nice to do that. I was talking about this earlier. I did manage to, I didn't do it successfully. I crashed, but I know why I crashed. I tried to load a new model into one of the actual Unreal Engine maps. I was messing around with the Unreal Engine level files, and I did successfully export a new level that was able to load into the game, but I did it wrong. I know what I did wrong, and I know how to fix it, but I didn't have time to fix it, sadly. But I did manage to unsuccessfully import a new model into one of the map files, which is kind of cool. So map editing, as soon as because I already know the next process of how to fix it, but new level sound nice. Well, it's only visual right now. The collision is still handled through the scenario structure file on the Halo engine side of things, so until we can somehow maybe import a custom scenario or something, it's really not that useful. But as long as I can maintain and keep all of the actual Unreal Engine Halo sides of the scripts, we're pretty much fine. Okay, but this is what I want to see. UNSC vehicles. There is the Longsword right here. And let me open it up real quick so we can view it. It's beautiful. You know, a lot of people don't like that the new Longsword looks the way that it does. I guess I'll keep it to myself until I see it in game, but I think the Longsword being a fighter is pretty cool. It's always been shrunken down since, like, Halo 3, which is, you know, 20 years of small longswords, so that's fine by me. I literally could not care less. Let's do this. Let's open up. Make myself a new Blender scene in the background real quick here. Halo CER Longsword hater. The only game where the Longsword was back to its usual form was Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary. In Halo 3, it was a tiny fighter. In Halo Reach, it was a tiny fighter. And every game since has been a tiny fighter. It literally has not been a bomber since Halo 2. And you literally couldn't even tell it was a bomber in Halo 2. Excuse me. Anyway, I'm gonna grab the Longsword's file real fast. Where did I extract? Did I even extract? Oh, I didn't even extract it, dude. Whoopsies. Oopsies! Let me extract the Longsword again. Longsword closed. Save the model. It's saving. You can see it. It's doing its thing right here. Halo CE mods that added full seating Longsword for peak. Yeah, I mean, I do prefer the main Longsword. Even on all of my Halo 3 mods, the model I use is the Halo 1 Anniversary model with the full interior. I specifically made the physics on the interior work so you can like walk around inside it and get in the main seat. Size comparison with the other Longswords? I would have to make sure I get the size and scale right, but we could try that. Oh, you know what? I forgot to scale it proper. Well, it doesn't matter since I'm going to be replacing a mesh anyway. Got a feeling Infernal Plus is going to be making a Cursed Halo Evolved mod. Not unless I beat him. I'm going to add Shrek to the game. I've been planning on adding Shrek and Goku to the game for quite some time. Dude, this Longsword's taking forever. Damn! There we go. Always complain. It works every time. Okay. Now I can import the Longsword into Blender here. So we're going to do Blender scale, import model. I'm going to go find my Longsword under somewhere. Content, levels. No, content vehicles? Human Longsword. No, that's the textures. Dude, where the fuck did it fail to export? Successfully saved. No, it did say. Hold on, I gotta check my settings. Model exports. The Longsword is content. Oh, it's under environment. I'm just blind as a bat. Okay, I got it. UNSC vehicles Longsword. Oh yeah, dude. Let's see what it looks like. I think the book First Strike would make a good game. I don't know. I don't really read the Halo books. I haven't since I was a kid in like elementary school. Ooh, wow, that's so cool seeing a super high poly Longsword, man. Look at all that detail. That's... Oh, look at those engines, bro. Wait, that's so clean. Damn, this is sick, bro. This is the H2A Longsword in those renders, I swear. This thing is dope, man. It's so cool. What the fuck? Does it have the interior? Oh, it does. Well, no, it doesn't actually. The closed one lacks an interior. Man, oh, the problem, I guess, with this is that I would have to, like, re-rotate out these... Oh, it doesn't even have bones. I would have to, like, rig up the wheels to have them be closed. It looks so cool, though. Wait, they officially added the guns right here. These were always just little greebled bits. But on every mod I always made, I would just turn these into guns. And they officially turned these little bits into guns. That's sick, man. Hell yeah. No, I like this Longsword design a lot. I don't think this is... Converting the Longsword to a fighter is actually kind of sick. I like it for mods personally because the Longsword was always way too big when I was trying to introduce it in gameplay in any way, shape, or form. So I'm actually kind of a fan of this being like a one-seater fighter. Just because I have enough experience with it where I'm like... I want that to be a thing. But no, this is super clean, dude. This is awesome. So I think what I'm going to do here is... How does this go in? There's not a panel here to open for the rest of the leg, is there? If I were a Longsword wheel, how would I tuck into this space here? I can rotate up, but this panel doesn't open. Maybe I just delete it and then rotate the doors in place. Because right now, I can't do custom animations, so I might as well just keep a closed-up, flyable version of it instead. First time seeing the new Longsword, looks cool as fuck, but I always thought they were bigger. They were. They sized it down and turned it into a fighter craft with a single opening cockpit right here. But damn, it is cool. Damn, it is cool. Let me see. What's the... We have open glass, open static, and we have closed static. Okay, let me save this real quick. So we're going to save this to Longsword Mesh. And now that we have a backup of it, I'm going to make a second one. I'm going to start editing this thing. I'm going to try to do this right. Basically, I'm going to animate and add a bone structure so that I can actually close these doors here. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to just basically delete the wheels, close this whole thing, and maybe get it working well. In terms of scale to Autumn, it does make sense. Yeah, it does. I mean, like, even if there's always been scaling issues with all the Halo ships and vehicles, there's no consistency. All the lore heads are like, technically in this game, it's all stupid. None of it makes any sense. And that's fine. But here's what I'm going to do for the Longsword we're going to put in game for this mod today. I'm actually going to delete the wheels. Because like I said, I can't even do animations yet in the engine. Not until we can import custom animation graphs and assign these models. So for now, I have to replace existing in-game assets. Which is really not a big deal. That's fine for now. These are early days of modding. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just fully delete all of this so that there's nothing sticking out of the bottom here. I think that's most of the wheel. That's enough of the wheel. Do the same here. Grab our tires and wheels and whatnots and what have yous. Delete those. And those. Are these all single mesh? Dude, the people who model, whoever is the artist and 3D modeler that does these, absolutely cracked, bro. Absolutely cracked. It's fine designs for the bomb rest design and the walkable cockpit. Yeah, no, I think I probably prefer the interior walkable cockpit, but just like the sheer amount of detail and cool value of this is really selling me on it. Like, whoever designed this did such an excellent job, like, making it look sleek. It, like, look at the way that it curves. It's got, like, that almost B-2 bomber curve to, like, the cockpit area here, which I think looks so cool, bro. I'm sorry, man. I know it doesn't have that full, like, eagle beak look that B-2 has, but, still looks good. Is the engine intakes on the front? Oh yeah, the engine intakes were pretty big on the front. I wonder what's in that place now. I want to go take a look at that in a second. Let me finish deleting these wheels. Get rid of these wheels and the gadgets and the what have yous. Let's grab this section, these guys, this section. I think we're just about done getting rid of the wheels. Then we can move these like wheel well panels out of the way, and then we should be good to go. We're good there. I'll remove this piece too, and this should be all that we need gone. No, I missed a circle. That's probably good enough. I don't think anything's going to poke through there now anymore. Let's make a little save here. We're getting closer. We've got the wheels removed. So the intakes. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's got intakes here on the bottom now. These look pretty. These are very clearly intakes. You can see the vents and everything. So there are those. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. In order to make this a little easier on myself, I'm not going to keep a rig for this, but I'm going to temporarily rig up these panels to some bones. That way I can actually meaningfully add bone. Where's my bone? Is that my bone? There it is. Okay. So I'm going to rig up these sections here, because it's going to make it a lot easier for me to actually animate these properly. If I have the size and scaling all correct. So let's do boom, boom. Move that over. Roughly there should be fine. It doesn't have to be exact. I'm going to do something very similar over here, too. Let's go. Roll 0. So we're going to duplicate that. We're going to do the exact same thing over here on the back. Put one there. And use the close enough. Then we got to move it over. Look at it from the front on. Move our roll. Okay. And then what I'm going to do now, in order to make this work a little better, I'm going to call this rear dot... Was that left? Yeah, rear dot left. We'll select that, symmetrize, so we get one on the right side over there. And then we only need one more, which is this very front panel. Once we have all of these in place, we'll be able to move these carefully. And, yeah, we should be good. We should be good. What's the value? We're looking for the X value. Blue flag. Look at it from the side. About there to there-ish, sort of, kind of. Okay, looks good. So we're going to call this one front 1. This one will be front 2. Now that we have this all rigged up, we're almost done. To make sure. Okay, that one's attached to the armature. It shouldn't have any vertex groups. It does not. So we'll do this. We're going to grab anything related to this front panel here, which generally should just be these pieces. Like this, 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 this. And I'm not even going to bother with anything above that, even though technically they'll poke through, but, you know, whatever. You and you. Nice. Actually, would they poke through? Well, probably more than those would. So, we got that, and we're going to assign this to front 1. So now if I move that bone there, it will also move this piece of the model. We're animating the model with this. We're going to do the exact same thing here. I'm going to grab these bits, all of them. Grab anything that's going to potentially stick through. Oh, is that Green Knight? That's the no room for error developer, Green Knight. Green Knight dev, I know him, dude. Okay, this one will be front 2. And then, what was the other one? Is rear.r, rear.l. This one should hopefully be a little easier. We just grab that piece. Then it's only got one joint here, which makes it a little bit easier on me. Less selecting. It's so hard just hitting this button on my keyboard. It's not easy, guys, but I do it for you. I definitely... There's nothing I'm getting out of this at all. I've been here the entire time. Wow, good Green Knight. Unbelievable. Didn't even say hi. Didn't even try to get my attention. Dude, he hates me. I'm like pretty sure he hates me. It's actually kind of evil. Okay. There we go. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pose these. Let's make sure it works. Oh. Oh. Well, a couple vertices are off, but we'll fix those after. They don't actually have to go now. So, anyway. We're going to go ahead and rotate here on the y-axis completely. Good God. I hate it. How many degrees is it? Get it roughly flat. It's about, what, 105, 104 degrees? Let's say 105 degrees. 105. So we'll do that. Do this one. Positive 105. We'll move them around. We'll fix it up and clean it up. This one, probably also 105 if I had to guess. Ooh, not 105. Maybe 90? 100. 95. 95 looks pretty good. It's not bad. And then this one, I'll try 90 first. And it's done. That actually wasn't too bad. I think so. This panel needs to be moved backward just a little bit to there. Maybe up a touch as well, so you get that nice panel line to it. So now that's closed up. I've been sending messages in chat and you won't read them. Yeah. It's not content enough, man. You're gonna need to provide me with more content for me to respond. I mean, I'm a very busy guy. Oh. Okay, 0.5. Honestly, you know what? I'll just leave it. And we'll just snap it into place until it looks good, which I actually do think that looks pretty good. We'll just clean this one up a little too, because I didn't do my bones like super precisely by any means. Oh my god. I need another moderator so I can tell people to ban you. How does that look? Is that good or is that... No, that's a little too much. It's pretty good though. You alright? How's that? Yeah, this all looks pretty good. Okay, so now that I have all of this, I'm going to go ahead and use my handy dandy tool. Apply as rest pose. And now, the longsword is closed. No more wheels, no more anything. W. Okay. We have our awesome longsword mesh. It's got its rest pose applied. Now we can overwrite this on top of literally any other model in the entire game. So my thing is, obviously, I want to have a flying vehicle that already exists in the game. Technically, now that I think about it, can we duplicate tags in the newest Bonobo? Because if I'm going to be using a custom model anyway, and it's just not going to load the render model, I don't actually need it to be any particular vehicle tag. Wait, that's actually kind of awesome. Hold up. Let me see. I know Zophie and Camden put out an update to Bonobo today. I just don't know if there's like a I swear to God they said there's a duplicate tags function. I know that, I think they at the very least fixed... Why is globals here? Oh, I didn't save it. Oh, no wonder my sprint didn't work right. Okay, wait, why did I save that actually? Fuck. Go back. I changed my sprint speed to like 5 billion. Alright. Think it might have been fixed. Ooh! Oh, whoa, wait, that's cool. I have an open tag, like... I keep saying this isn't saved. Well, whatever, I know it's saved, so it doesn't matter. Interesting. Oh, 0.2.1 just went live? Oh, I downloaded the one that was... Well, let me just double check. Let's see. Baboon. 24 minutes ago. Fuck! I downloaded from the dev branch. Okay, let's see. Custom editing kit projects. Sick. Review a mod before you export it. Ooh, compare which against the shipped version. That's clean. Update channel. Nice. Closing an edited campaign involved. Tag asks again with 3 answers. Save. Dash for mod. Oh, play the sounds a tag only refers to. Mod list with their own tags. This is nice. Folders and groups. Ooh. Ooh. All right. Let me go download it. Guys, new Baboon update. Calling all Halo campaign evolved modders. Update your Baboon or else. Oh my god, it sounds like a haiku. What did you just say, Pat? My nutsack is purple in winter and salmon in summer. Fucking beautiful. New boobine? New boobine? New boobine. Zoe, my petition to you right now is to rename Baboon to Boobine. I don't see how that could negatively impact you in any way, shape, or form. Oh, unless you had the red trash can up top? Okay, I did not have it. Why? It's a good idea. Like, come on. It must stay monkey. You can just say you hate me. You just say it. It's fine. You didn't have to, you weren't supposed to actually say it. What the fuck? Women. Ironically, calm down. It was ironic. Wait, what does this do? Clear this workspace is unsaved modifications, returning every tag to the way the game shows. Oh! Oh, I'm not pressing that button. Okay, so we need to pick a vehicle. Wait, can I duplicate a vehicle? Let me see. Because what I do want the vehicle to not have sounds or visuals. And the best way to do that is to make a new vehicle tag. And then Unreal Engine won't know what to do with it. And then if I just put an attachment on it that does have a replaced model, which could be any random piece of garbage in the whole game, I basically get unlimited bacon, but no game. So I'm going to try this out. I think the best would be the Pelican, maybe. Can I duplicate it? Right click. Is there a duplicate file? Am I tripping? I swear, maybe I just hallucinated that there's a duplicating feature. I've hallucinated that there's a duplicating feature. But at the very least, I can make a new tag. So I'll do that. Kind of a tedious process, but fuck it. We're making a vehicle. We're going to do objects, vehicles, human, longsword. We've got our longsword.vehicle. It technically exists now. Can I save it? Okay, yeah, we'll do longsword-vehicle _p as a patch file. That looks good. Oh, and I can edit it. No, I lied. I still can't edit the new tag. No! Why can't I edit the new tag still? Fuck! Okay, I guess we have to replace one of the vehicles after all. Lucky. What would be a good vehicle to replace? I do feel like Pelican physics are good, but technically we could give that to any vehicle. Is there any useless vehicles? What if I replaced that one turret and just gave it, like, flying physics? Could work. You can't edit still? I just made a new tag, a longsword.vehicle tag. I clicked File New, and then I saved it, and it created a patch file, an _p utalk. And now everything's still grayed out and not editable. I can't even click does the click and drag even, because there's nothing there. This is the newest version too, I just downloaded it. Why? Why? It hates me. I like that it's got that iPhone scroll though. Ooh, look at that. Oh, hit him with the ooh. Ooh. Lean. Alright. But we have the longsword at the very least. Let me investigate real quick. We had users duplicating weapon tags in it. Wait, how do you duplicate? I did file new tag. You can duplicate a tag? Hello? How do I do that? Right click tag. I right click. I right click. Sophie, how do I duplicate a tag in this program? Maybe in file? Oh, file. New, import, load, open, close current tag, close all tags, edits, tools. I don't see it. Blender, dark mode. The mods are fast. It's not even in early access. And we're about to get a flyable longsword in early access. It's gonna be sick. I'm gonna be so real. I have no idea what I'm doing here, but apparently I can duplicate this tag. I believe that. I do believe that to be true. What would be a good thing to switch this model out for? Maybe if I picked a model that, like, had nothing... No, it has to be the Pelican, because it'll have, like, the markers and skeletal mesh. Yum. The longsword is a single canopy? Yeah, no, it does. It's kind of like a fighter. When you play the game and you get to the final cutscene, you'll see. Pretty fucking epic. I like it, at least. A lot of people hate it, but I think it's cool. I like the new longsword. It makes me smile. It goes, psst. Wait, fuck, there's an interior one. Hold on. It goes. It goes. It goes. It goes. Put my cursor right here. There is one with a cockpit and a full interior, but I just did the one that doesn't have one. But it does this. It goes. Psst. Then Chief gets in like the one seat right there, and he's like, Cortana. My suit hasn't jerked me off in 6 hours. Activate the auto jacker. It's really good that they put that piece of lore in the game. Really came full circle. It screams Space Fighter, but better. Yeah, I actually weirdly like this. This might be like my favorite iteration of the longsword. Is cockpit still glass? Yeah. Was looking without an interior? It has an interior. This model doesn't, the one I exported, because I just wanted to get the main exterior model with the canopy already closed correctly. I could have done the one. I love the guns on it. I know, I was talking about this earlier. This is where I always put the guns when I mod it, but there's never actual guns here on it. It does low-key make me wonder if any modders have inspired this to be the position where the guns are located. Because on the actual longsword, I don't believe these are actually guns, and then they actually put them there, and it's kind of sick. Driving the Mega Mantis in Campaign Evolved. I'm pretty restricted by what I can do without animations and physics and stuff, unfortunately. Out of pure curiosity, try importing a Halo Reach vehicle tag. Okay. I'll give that a try. File, import tag. Let's do my Halo Reach folder. Where are you? So we'll load up my Halo Reach, tags, objects, vehicles, human. Will be a good one. Maybe just Pelican. Let's just do Pelican. Halo Reach Pelican. No, because that's also a Pelican. Hold on. We'll do the Saber. And then folder. Oh, I get to choose the folder it's in. Okay, in that case, I'll get the Pelican. Import tag. Human. Pelican. Pelican. And then the folder I'll put it in. Change its name to be Longsword. Objects, vehicles, human, longsword, and I'll actually call it longsword 2. Import. Schema is incompatible. Import anyway. It's not doing anything. Hello? Hello? Did it work at least? Or is it just not showing? No. Wait, is it maybe because it's yellow? The longsword vehicle is yellow, the tag. It's still yellow. Is that... Wait, base game unchanged. Save new tag. Am I doing something wrong? Why is it still yellow? What happens if I hit this? Every tag in this workspace goes back to the way the game ships it. No! Honestly, the Pelican with the original Halo 1 movement? I wish it was possible. We still are stuck with the Halo Reach movement, but the Pelican does fly nice. I just wish the engines turned a little bit better. Something's modified from the base game. Oh, I see, I see. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't know, it's just still not editable, but that's fine for now anyway. I got a long sword to make. So I think the way we'll do it... Is there any vehicle I can replace here comfortably? Covenant-wise, we have... I guess the Eye of the Prophet. Oh, no, it's a biped. Never mind. We could replace that giant turret. I'm going to do something with a nice physics model, though. Maybe we'll replace the regular Banshee with a longsword instead. Rip the Banshee. It's going to become a full-on longsword. Well, no, because it'll have effects tied to it. The Space Banshee is honestly the ideal one. don't really want to replace the Pelican because I really like the Pelican already. I want to keep it and just have this go like extra. Maybe like the shade turret or something could be cool. Shade turret would be pretty sick. Seraph. Oh, true, actually. Well, the problem with the Seraph is that it has like effects that I can't turn off. And sounds as well. Although I guess I could just move the markers down in a way. Because I can't really change the sound effects that are tied to it. I'm going to do the Banshee. I'm going to replace the Banshee with it. Because the Banshee's smaller too. Yeah, it's got the shields and stuff. There's some great treatments for hair loss. I don't need it. I'm fine. I'm fine. My hair is lovely. Look at that. Fine. Before it's too late. It's never too late. Even if I say... Why did they hard code the BR sounds? Everything, well, hard coded. It's all in Unreal Engine, which you can edit. But they... Can we see the cruisers? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I've been in the editor for a minute. I can go back to the cruiser for a sec. It's fun to just fly it around. It's super chill. I actually spent a decent amount of time tweaking the cruiser, but I already had a lot of experience with doing big space vehicles without mod tools, so it kind of all just came back to me. It's not too hard to do. The hard part was figuring out how the hell to get model importing working, but that wasn't too bad. I did a lot of homework on Unreal importing and got that working. Go to my test level. I almost got some cruisers loaded into the map file, so I really wanted to do that. Does the DRM screw with modding? I don't think it has DRM, or if it does, it's... no. I guess the answer would be no if there is DRM. I didn't even know there was. Oh my god, I forgot my sprint is like 1,000,000 miles an hour. Okay, there's the Seraph, which means my cruiser is right here. Yeah, there it is. The Covenant Cruiser. It's beautiful. Pew, pew, pew. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It's gorgeous. People reported not being able to play when Xbox servers went down. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't noticed. I think it does require an online connection to play. I don't think it's a fully offline game, so that would make sense. Dude, look how cool this thing looks. It's so thick. I love it, dude. I don't know why people are so opposed to the design. Some people, I guess, are just purists, but I love this new design. I think it looks really sick. I love the new details. I love the way they did the shapes on it. Everything about it is just so cool. So sick. That light shining on the fins. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, ooh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. That's a pretty cruiser. I want to see the Halo Reach cruiser with this texture. Oh, that would be sick. I think, doesn't Slipspace have the silver cruiser? The Halo, like, Imperative Vegetarius' Slipspace mod for Reach? I swear it has a silver cruiser in it. Or maybe that's the capital ship I'm thinking of. Still prefer the slim design? Wrong! I'm kidding. Everyone's got their own opinions. I just like this one. I like the new design elements. My thing is, when it comes to Halo stuff, I'm totally here for new designs as long as they're good. I know a lot of people don't want cat pattern. Stop with the patterns. No, no. All they did was change the lore. The game would get new art styles and new changes between each game. All it was an art style change. The lore guys came in years later and explained why the ships look different by saying it's a this pattern and a that pattern. Okay? I like that Halo Studios said, fuck it, we're gonna redesign the cruiser and we don't care about the stupid after-the-fact lore. We just want a new art style. That's how Halo has always been, and I love that they did it. I love that they changed the quote-unquote CCS. Yeah, we don't need a lore explanation for everything. It's fine. We do not need a lore explanation for everything. Sometimes the art style just changes. We don't need nano machines. We don't need fucking Glubert class cruisers to explain why there's 4 more fins and why it looks slightly different. They just thought it looked cool and they wanted to give it a fresh look. There's nothing wrong with that. That is fine. We don't need the fucking Glumpy pattern, CSO, CSS, fucking API class ass cruisers. It's fine. It's fine. This looks sick. You chill. It's not you. I'm not mad at you or ranting specifically at you, Lunar. I've been seeing it on Twitter all day because I posted a video of this and everyone in the comments is like, I would like this cruiser, but it's not the CCS class that I know, but I would like it if it was a new thing. I'm like, you're literally just ruining this for yourself. For no reason. You're listening to Twitter? That's true. I need a bigger camera for the Covenant carrier. Yeah, true. Well, I mean, I made this new camera track specifically because this thing was so absurd. There's definitely no camera track big enough for this. I had to make a custom one. The detail, this thing is like almost 1 million triangles. It's absurdly detailed. I want to like land it and see if I can fly around it and like, let's see. I don't know where the origin point is. Let's go down a little, down a little. Oh, well, it's because probably should have moved the actual model up a little so it doesn't clip through stuff as badly as this. Only move it up a little more. $1 million? Yeah, I think the Pelican is like 4 million. Nice Chungus class cruiser. Yeah, it's she a little thick. No, this thing looks so good though. Well, I gotta go to the front. Because it's using a bounding radius the size of a space banshee, it unloads something sometimes. I gotta get that angle right. You figured it out, Sophie? Ooh. Like, look how cool this thing is, man. I want to take a look at the front of it right here because it looks so nice. Like, dude. Detail. 16 times the detail! It's party. Do a flip? I can't. I gave it the Space Banshee as a base vehicle. I sacrificed it to the gods. I really like how, like, the sucky suck is, like, tucked away. Oh my god, they actually left it open. I didn't even notice. Maybe because this is actually from the level. That would make sense. The detail we can't even see in gameplay. The detail was never for you. It was for the developer, who got to make a high poly model and directly put it in the game without worrying about shit because Nanite exists. They sacrifice your hard drive for extra development time. And then they tell you that you get better detail out of it and that it's actually good for you. Which, technically, they're right. Technically. Joke's on you, I play in the cloud. Ew! Ew! Oh, wait, can I do free cam in here? Hold on. Oh! Ah! Ow. In the arms of an angel. Dude, Halo 2 moment. Oh, it's gone. Well, we lost it. I can't fly this thing yet, but we will soon. I hope they had the Chungus class cruiser to Halo Reach slow space. That would be cool. Most players probably wouldn't even notice it's that different. Everyone's freaking out about the new design looking so different, but when you put them side by side, it's going to be relatively subtle. It's got mostly the same shapes and things. It'll probably be addressed in an update in a few hours. For the time being, the method I said should work. Oh, did you say a method? Sorry, I totally... create a new tag, export UTOG, then go to file load. The UTalk lets you edit the tag if it's... Oh! Okay, so it's just not loading it automatically. That makes sense. Load. Open UTalk. UTalk. Where's my longsword? Hey! That worked. Oh, wait. What if I open the whole folder now? I broke it. Maybe I just need to load the whole folder again. Then I'll be good. Maybe. Hey! Okay, I just had to refresh Bonobo. I'm just dumb. I didn't even think to just reload the whole... What are we using about the game? Unreal Engine 5 and this beautiful program that Zophie has painstakingly made alongside Camden called... why do I keep calling it Bonobo, dude? Baboon. Baboon. Scarabin campaign evolved. I'm going to add the Fireteam Raven Scarabin soon. But it's just going to be a prop. It's not going to be animated. Boobeen. Download Boobeen today. Wait, can I export a tag and then re-import it? Extract raw tag. Import tag. Hey! Sick. Okay, that's how you duplicate a tag. Got it. If I do this... Human longsword. Where is it? No! Oh, I didn't save it. I'm just actually dumb. Okay, I know what to do. I know what to do. Using my large cranial capacity, watch in awe. Delete Pelican, delete longsword vehicle. Now we open Boobeen. We can recreate your old series The Impossible. You're right. We just have to make Unreal Engine 5 Extinction now. You're so right. It would be so much nicer to build a map in Unreal Engine where I can just slap a bunch of fucking, what are they called? The Quixel Megascan assets around. Oh, man. I was already trying that in Halo 4 and it worked great, but Halo 4's engine was just, like, pissing the bed, man. It was brutal. Okay, check this out. Here's how gamers do it. Let's do human Pelican. We're going to take our Pelican as the base vehicle. You're just bad at modding Halo 4 because you're a bot. That's what you sound like, Green. That's what you sound. One day, not today, tomorrow, we'll be able to import the Scarab, not full collision and render. What? Oh, not today or tomorrow. Yeah, no, that I'm really excited about because I saw Camden especially was talking so much about how reasonably possible it would be to like just do reach tag conversion. Impossible being 18 years ago is crazy. I know. Okay, so we're extracting this. Longsword. No, we'll call it Pelican.vehicle, which is what it is. Then we're going to do file import tag. We're going to grab that Pelican.vehicle again. We're going to rename it now to be called Longsword. We're going to put it in objects, vehicles, longsword. Import anyway. Okay. So now we have a longsword folder with a longsword tag. Fuck, I didn't put it in the human folder, whatever. Save the longsword tag. And now it's got all the Pelican's properties. Close this. Reload the folder. And now... it's still here and it's editable! Let's go! You mean, while modding hit tag tool El Dorito levels today? I mean, this is... wait, did it really? Because tag tool's pretty advanced. Like, tag tool goes kind of crazy sicko mode. Like, don't get me wrong. Boobeen is an incredible program, but some of the like features that tag tool has, when I go back and think about it, when I was doing like El Dorito modding, it's kind of insane. Oh, we can do everything tag tool can, but better. Oh, that's what I like to hear. All right, gamers. We're about to go crazy. We're about to go crazy. Okay, check this. So I have this longsword vehicle, right? I have this longsword vehicle. I can do whatever I want with this now. And you have tag tool guy there. That's true. Camden, he's kind of crazy. So we have the longsword vehicle, though. How possible would firefight be? As long as script compiling can be added to the game, it can painstakingly be added manually with Baboon. It definitely can be done. It would take a lot longer than if you could just place the AIs down in Sapien, but yeah, you could turn a campaign area into firefight. Like the way I cleared out, firefight is not doable. Why not? As long as there's script compiling and you manually place the squads down on a mesh that already has like pathfinding, you could definitely just compile the wave scripts. It would be like pseudo campaign. It wouldn't be real firefight. It'd be pseudo firefight, but it would technically function without all the fun extra bits. Megalo is stripped. I thought it was Halo script. Because I was just thinking like ODST style firefight. Because I remember when Crevel, before we had script compiling working and we didn't have tools, Crevel manually added in firefight wave scripts onto like Halo 3 campaign. And I was like, how the fuck? Firefight is mostly a Megalo? Oh. Well, I was thinking the ODST way where it's like mostly Halo script. Because I know Crevel, like I said, before mod tools came out, he did put firefight into Halo 3 campaign through pure map scripts. That's so sad that Megalo is stripped, though. What the fuck? That means multiplayer's fucked. You just can't do multiplayer. Damn. Damn, dude. That's brutal. Rip multiplayer, dude. The dream is dead. No Megalo. Anyway, we have our longsword vehicle. The beautiful thing about this, okay, so this is a duplicated Pelican. We have a new vehicle now in the game. The thing is about this, the Unreal Engine side has no idea what the fuck this is. It has no clue what this is at all. There's no reference whatsoever. I'm also going to go ahead, actually, now that I think about it, and I'm going to do the model, and I'm going to do the skeletal mesh as well? Does that even work anymore at that point? I guess if it's pure... Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. I'm going to extract this Pelican model. I'm going to go to the skeletal mesh, skeletal model, trial. We'll just see what happens if I do this. This Pelican crashed. I want regular Pelican. Where's it? Object equals human Pelican. Am I just blind? I am. Excuse me. We extract all those. Okay, we're going to do... Then we're going to import them. So we're going to put our pelican.model tag here, which we're going to rename to Longsword, and we're going to put it in my scuffed folder, objects, vehicles, Longsword. Import that. And we'll do the same thing now with the render tag. Might not work for the render tag or the skeletal model, but we'll try anyway. We'll do Longsword, objects, vehicles, Longsword. And these are still the Pelican. This is still literally the Pelican. However, Longsword skeleton, Longsword skeleton model. What? Fuck, I should have done those separately, shouldn't I have? Well, I guess they can be saved into the same one. Remember the old video called Minecraft Remake Portal Play? Oh, dude, I remember all of those. I'll never forget them. Path not found. Tag Longsword vehicle U-bolt. Okay, don't save. So now we're going to import all of these. We'll recent folder. No, load folder, the whole thing. Okay, so we should now have longsword.vehicle. What we're going to do is we're going to find our now brand new longsword tag. that we duplicated as the Pelican. Whoops. Save that. We're going to open our Longsword model tag that we just imported. And we're going to swap the skeleton model to the Longsword that we also just imported. So now we're chilling. Go ahead, right-click a folder and press import tag in future. Ooh, oh, a new tag here. An import tag here. Okay, sick. Thank you. Thank you for telling me that. Battle for the Impossible remake. I feel like the Impossible, if I ever remade it, which I do plan to one day, I was talking about this a while back, what is that nobody's gonna have context for what the fuck the Impossible is, so it's gonna need like a context at the beginning of the video. Regular mods really work the campaign of all. Yeah, this is Baboon. Boobeen. What even is it? It's when I made a Machinima and Halo Custom Edition I made when I was like 9 or 10 years old. Literally the first video on my channel. Thank you for the 5, Demon! Thank you, thank you.
Gotta say, I think the permafrost feature creep is getting insane. Doesn't even look like the same map.
Yeah, it's looking a little different. The graphics got a real upgrade on this newest permafrost update, man. It's kind of crazy. Looks kind of wild. Okay, disappeared. Okay, none of this matters. All right, so we have our model. We have this. We have that. I don't know why this keeps bugging out with the pop-up, but whatever. As long as it's actually there and good. No, it's not. Why isn't it saving? Why? Path not found. It's literally right there. God damn it. Ah. Reload the folder. Okay, we have Longsword vehicle. Open, search for my tag, longsword.model, save, overwrite. Okay, that worked. But it didn't work. It lied to me. How to get Alienware theme. That's a fire video. I was so obsessed with theming for such a long time. Zophie. There's a bug. I can't save my tag. Well, whatever. We got a Longsword vehicle tag. We can just use the main Pelican model anyway. It's not a big deal. I just won't edit the markers or anything. So, here's what we're going to do, though. Is there no save key bind? There is. It's just bugging out. It's fine, though. The program is super, super early, and this feature is literally brand new, just added today. You're in untested territory? Yeah. I figured. I don't know if you want me to, like, bug... I'll do it later. I don't want to have to bug you with it right now. But, anyway... We have a Longsword vehicle tag that does work, alright? So what we're going to do is we're going to find a random piece of garbage junk lying around somewhere in one of the folders. I'm going to go ahead and think of maybe a junk piece of, like, Banshee. A piece of Banshee junk could be good, because in this mod you're probably almost never going to encounter that. So maybe, like... Oh, no, you know what? We'll do the Ghost. We'll do a piece of Ghost garbage. Look at all this ghost garbage, dude. Hood panel mid 1. Oh, that's an effect. Hood panel center 1 on the Ghost. All right, we have it right here. What we're going to do to replace this is we're going to go find wherever that's located, which I'm going to presume is under Vehicles, Covenant, Ghost, Mesh, Destroy, no, Medium, Damage... Well, I know where the default goes. Too many people upload bug reports to us in casual conversation. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't want to do that here. When people do that to me when I'm like streaming, like I found a bug, I'm like, that's cool. I'm busy. Okay, what is it? Panel low 1, panel mid. Panel mid 1. Is this? Might be exactly what I need. Panel mid 1. Is that what it's called in the tags as well? Let me see. Baboon. Panel center one. Okay, hood panel mid. Oh, it's an effect. Fuck. Dude, what the flip? How about then, the ghost is going to be tricky. Garbage hood panel center 1. Let's just take a look. Maybe we can hunt down exactly where hood panel center 1 is. Oh, found it. Here it is, hood panel center 1. Okay, so since we found it, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this random piece of garbage junk, and we're going to save the model for it out into a file that we can use. Let that load. And we have our beautiful and lovely longsword here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clear out and keep its transform. We're going to get rid of its skeleton mesh. And we're going to move this down to the most center point we reasonably can here. Apply that location. I don't know if I need to... I think I... Is it the skeleton that needs to be set to 1? I don't remember. We'll find out one way or another. Okay. Anyway, that's saved, and our ghost chunk is also saved. So here's how we're going to do this. We're going to make a new file. We're going to do Blender scale here. We're going to save this out to... what did I call the other one? Banshee hole. Space Banshee. Okay, so this one is going to become... Ghost, what was it called? SM Ghost Medium Hood Panel Center 1. Jesus. So that's going to be our longsword. And so we're actually going to grab the actual ghost panel here. Isn't that a short sword? It's a long sword. It says so. So we're basically looking for... First, we got to set it to 0.01. We're looking for the ghost. So it's going to be under Vehicles, Covenant, Ghost, Mesh, Static, Medium. And then this is it right here. Ghost, Medium, Hood Panel. So we're importing this. This is what it looks like. It's literally... nothing too crazy. Thank you for the 5, Demon. Appreciate the support, dude.
I already know the perfect place for a sandbox.
Okay.
You remember when Inferno did Cursed Halo and extended the desert in the last level?
Oh, true. You know, I didn't even look at the rest of the level for the Maw. I should take a look at that, load it up. Let me import the longsword really quickly, and then I'll take a look at that. I feel like that would be a lot cooler. It depends on how flat it is out there. They might have redone all the geometry. Oops. You mean oops? What do you mean oops? What happened? Alright, here's our longsword. I believe the scale is correct. Yeah, the scale looks correct. So, in order to actually get the longsword to replace this random piece of ghost garbage... Wait. Blender scale, positive Y. Or positive X. So I think that means I need to rotate this 90 degrees. Apply the rotation value there. Okay. So in order to make this work, we have to first take our longsword here. We're going to parent it to the ghost object. We're also going to apply it to the armature. Now, the ghost name of the object is what our longsword is going to be named. And so now it has officially replaced the ghost here. It is done. We are literally done. We have model swapped that tiny piece of ghost garbage for the entire longsword. We did it. We did it. The rest of this is extremely easy. So what we're going to do is we're going to export this to GLTF file. I was told that works better. And we're going to keep the exact same name right there. We're going to make sure we have this folder open. Then we're going to pop open Unreal Engine here in order to get this file in. So I'm going to open my Meteorite project, aka Campaign Evolved. Make sure we have this folder open. So there's a Boobine. Cub Cruiser. I don't know why I put it in the Cub Cruiser folder, but whatever. How closely does design match up with Halo 3? It's pretty different. To be fair, we never saw the interior, but scale-wise, I would argue it's very similar. But they, like, redesigned it, made it look even cooler, so... I don't know. It was something. Something. There's 2 types of Halo Warthogs. It's a bunch of different types. Warthog is one of those few things where even though the design changes relatively substantially, everyone's like, yeah, it's the Warthog. But then one Covenant ship changes, and everyone's like, it's actually a 3rd generation Chlor Park patterned CCS CSO hybrid class, because in the books. Alright, so here's how you would replace this ghost in Unreal Engine. Very easy. I already have my Unreal Engine settings set up relatively right. So this folder where we grabbed this from is right here. Content Vehicles Covenant Ghost Mesh Static Medium. So we're going to make sure we get this exactly right, even to case sensitive, though I don't know if that's required. Covenant, Vehicles Covenant, and then we're going to make a new folder here called Ghost. And then the folder from there is Mesh Static Medium, all with capitalization. So new folder Mesh, new folder Static, new folder Medium. All right, so this is where our replacement for this model is going to go. So this one right here, with the exact same file name, just like we exported it, I'm bringing it in. Ghost panel, blah, blah, blah. Where's the GLTF? Am I blind? There it is. Oh, that's the Banshee. There it is. So we're going to drag this in here. It's got the correct name and everything. Default settings are fine. So the most important part of this, I think anyway, Covenant Vehicles. I have the Truth Cruiser. Okay, it has its own label. No. Why did I call it no? Okay, so we have our model in. We can actually see it here in Unreal. It looks pretty sick. But what we want to do is give this thing its own chunk, so that way the materials will move them and they won't do anything crazy. I'm going to put the Ghost folder is going to get its own label. We're going to call it label Longsword. And we're going to give it its own chunk ID of like 067. Wait, 6767. Beautiful. Save that. So now it's unique. Has a unique name and has a unique chunk ID for this section. So anything in the Ghost folder is going to get its own separate file now, because I have that label there. And then what I need to do most importantly is I need to put all of these Longsword textures with the exact same name, exactly where the Longsword textures appear in the game. So that should be content, environment, blah, 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 Longsword. Where are the Longsword's materials actually? I don't know where they're located. Maybe they're in the actual vehicles folder. Let me see, because that's Ghost, human, Longsword, default material. That's Longsword, glass, plastic 02, plastic 01, metal 02, Longsword hull, Longsword glass. Okay, so they're all in this folder, which is vehicles, human, Longsword, default material. So we're going to make that next. Vehicles, human, Longsword, human, Longsword, capital L, Longsword, then default materials. And it's capital M material, no S. Human longsword default material. Okay, cool. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to take the materials. I'm going to move them into here. Where'd my material folder go? Longsword. Oh. Okay, anyway, we'll make a new material. Longsword. Default. Material. And then we're going to put the ever lovely materials into here. So the cool thing about this is now going to search for the materials from in-game, which in the game engine are actually located in this folder. But I'm not actually going to pack the materials in, so it's going to actually search them out in the main pack files when I export this out. But basically, it's ready to go. All I have to do now is just build it. Oh, I did make a level, didn't I? On accident. Whatever. I'll save it as all. I'll delete it later. So we'll pack out our map. Hopefully that map doesn't actually pack up. Making Halo games in Unreal when? We are! We're modding Halo games in Unreal right now. Well, hopefully the output log isn't going to take a billion years. I really don't want it baking the entire level, but I think it might be. Oh. If it takes longer than like 1 minute, I'm going to stop it and delete that. Oh wait, we might be good. Might be good. We're done. Okay, so basically what we did was we just built this one, pack chunk 6767. And we're gonna put that into our mods folder here. We do need to rename it to be longsword _p. The _p lets the game know this is gonna override as a patch on top of everything else. So, theoretically, that ghost junk debris will actually now be the longsword. So let's put that ghost junk debris on top of our longsword vehicle here as a... Oh, I guess it'll go over the Pelican regardless, huh? Because I couldn't get that working. It's been fixed. New build will be up shortly. Let's go! Well, at the very least, I'll temporarily put it over the Pelican. Because I can't make the duplicate tag yet. Okay, so we'll add a new attachment here. And this will be the... Parent marker will do none, none, and the child object will be the ghost. What's it called? Ghost. Looking for the crate type. Camera. Good definition. Collision. Collision. Oh my god, I forgot the name of the object already. Are you kidding me? Hood panel center 1. Hood panel center 1. Okay, there it is. So that should be the right one. So we're going to save that. Now our Pelican will look a little weird because it's going to have a longsword stuck in it. But our... Oh, wait. Fuck. I forgot to actually spawn the longsword. Oopsies. Pause. Pause. Longsword models in the game, but we don't actually have one spawned in. So we're going to put it in the level real fast. So we'll go to the scenario. We go to our vehicle section of the level. Oh, whoops. And all we got to do is add it as a vehicle to the palette. So we will add a new entry. Add the longsword, our custom longsword vehicle tag. And then we're just going to go find... what would be a good one to overwrite? Maybe the Seraph? The Seraph might be it. Because I don't really fly the Seraph anymore. Yeah, let's just replace the Seraph with the Longsword here. So we save that, because I just don't feel like manually placing another one. Okay, so now we should have a Longsword that we might be able to fly, sort of. We'll see. One mod for every map in Halo 3, yup. Listen, I was obsessed with Halo modding even as a kid. No shocker now that I'm still doing it. Still obsessed with it. It's always something, man. All your childhood loves and hobbies and things as an adult, you just wake up one day and you're like, yeah, that's still fucking awesome. I think everybody goes through a teenage year where they're like, oh, what I liked as a kid was lame, and now you're just like, fuck yeah, dude. Kid me had it figured out. It was never that complicated. There it is! Oh, I think it has the wrong materials. No! I was hoping it would have the right ones. That should have worked. Wait. No, it's the Pelican. I'm so blind, bro. This is so hard to see. Okay, that's the Pelican. Where's the Seraph? Oh, here it is. It flipped over. Oh? Do we have it? Oh, the model's really low. And I don't think those are the right materials. At least one of them is, but the main longsword one, not so much. Technically working, though. Wow, the chin gun is weirdly placed well. Now, I think we need to figure out what... Oh, it's using like a Pelican decal material or something. Is that what's happening? I may have misplaced the material in my pack file, but... not too shabby. We got the longsword model in as a custom vehicle. Like it. Like it. It should look so much better than this, though. Let's fix this. Let's take a look at what went wrong here. So, our longsword model. Let's make sure the mesh is correctly hooked up. Yeah, it's linked to longsword hole, longsword metal 02, longsword glass opaque. So, MI longsword hole. We do have it placed. It's possible that it's just not in the right folder and that I misunderstood where it needed to go. So let's take a look here and make sure that we got this right. So, it goes under Vehicles, Human, Longsword, Default Material. So, Vehicles, Human, Longsword, Default, Material. And we do have Longsword Hole here. This should not be exporting. There's a possibility that it is, though. Space Banshee gets... that's the cruiser. Ghost gets the Longsword. Ghost and Space Banshee get their own labels, so that's good. Move up the list here. So we have Truth Cruiser as its own thing. Longsword Materials is not included in anything, so that's good. And then the E30 map that I was testing earlier for map updates and map model replacements, that's its own thing. No, we cannot bring the albino white Enderman back for the stream. It's old content now. But I did see somebody make a video about it a long time ago that referenced it, which is kind of funny. This definitely should have worked. Let me search the actual file name again and see if maybe there's another location it should be pulling from, and maybe these just don't work. So we'll search Longsword Hole. No, that's definitely the right folder. We definitely did get it right. Let me make sure maybe my Blender is actually set up correctly. Longsword Hole. UVs. We've got... oh, it uses UDIMs. Well, even still, it should have at least applied the correct texture. The UDIM, it still should be valid. we're using the built-in material in the game. It's got the UV maps already appropriately set. I'm going to assume it's an issue with the UDIMs, but it shouldn't be an issue. Let me see. This is a new one for me, because the cruiser didn't have this issue at all. The cruiser just worked. Maybe it's because the mesh I overwrote doesn't support it. That's definitely possible. Let me see. We'll go to the Longsword Hull. We'll select that. So Longsword Hull actually uses 2 different UDIMs here. 3 actually. 4. It uses all of them. I might need to manually set something up on the model itself here. Let me take a quick look. No, we don't need displacement maps for nanite or anything. Thank you for the 2, Turbo. Appreciate it.
Watching you do this is giving assembly stream vibes.
True.
Yeah, chat, I know ball.
No, this is very much like assembly stream, for sure. I'm just trying to see if maybe there's something I can do in relation to the UDIMs on the mesh that will make it work, because I'm pretty sure that's what's going wrong here. No, it looks like the mesh is actually correct, so we're good on that front. Let's see. I saw how it looked in game. I see how the UDIMs worked there. The only thing I could think of is that it's possibly just having trouble with the actual material itself, which we can't really extract material, so there's not really any way to know. Got its material textures. Those are already in the default pack file, so I don't have to worry about that at all. Let me just make sure my pack file is good. Hold on. The meteorite content. Okay, so it looks good here. It's just a regular static mesh. We know it imported correctly. We do have it in game. I'm trying to think of what might be causing it to not render materials correctly. The longsword hull is showing that it takes... It seems to be taking the wrong texture, weirdly enough. Am I a longsword hull? Let's see, we go into vehicles. Human, longsword, materials. I don't believe that I can just... Oh. This is not longsword hull. This is straight up wrong. But the way I extracted the mesh, it's technically right. I'm a little confused, because technically that's what it's supposed to be. It is working. Take a look at the other longswords real quick. They're under Environment, Halo Studios, UNSC, Vehicles, Longsword. So I exported closed static. There's, I guess, a possibility that its textures are just fucked. So closed static does look like that. What about open static? No, it's got the same thing going on. It renders with the same material setup and everything. Thank you for the 2 turbo!
Did you try changing the name of the texture? I had the same issues with H2A. 678,578,885,567.
Brave and bold of you. No, it's not that. In fact, when I look at it here in F model as well, it does show that it's using the decal type texture, which is a little weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe it just doesn't... Oh, wait, it could be an F model problem. No, because it looks like it's set up right. It's referencing the correct stuff. The only realistic possibility I could think of is that either F model isn't extracting UDIM stuff correctly, or... No, it's pretty much just F model. I think F model might actually just not know what to do. F model is borked, it's known. Ah, wait, that sucks. How am I supposed to extract my cool-ass model? I guess there's other programs I could use other than F model. Maybe, is it because it's an IO store game? I noticed there's like, if you want to extract and import stuff to an IO store, try Baboon. Wait, what? Does Baboon work? Or, well, there's no tag for it. That was the trouble. This is more of just an Unreal Engine model, which is why I have to export it in the first place. This looks cool, though. Camden hooked it up. Wait, really? How? Wait, what? Wait, what does that even mean, hooked it up? Elaborate immediately. What? Generic model variation. Is there something in here I should know about? What do you mean hooked it up? Right-click skeletal meshes. Oh, model. Oh, I'm blind. Pelican model. Extract model geometry. Ooh, that's sick. I don't think I can use that for this, though, because there's no tag for the longsword, but that's pretty sick. Extract animations, too. Ooh. Even import info. What in the world? From the Unreal Engine? Yeah, I just mean there's no longsword model that's assigned to a tag. It's a part of the map. But that is really cool. It's just a damn shame that F model reads the longsword as this. It even looks correct in Blender, weirdly enough. Is there anything I could do for this? Perhaps I could, like, manually change it. No, because you know what's weird about this? Is it seems to actually be using, like, the wrong texture, which also doesn't make any sense. I'm literally using the baked-in material. The only issue could be with my re-imported longsword model, which looks exactly as, honestly, I would expect it to. So why is it using a material that uses decals? Ooh! Could be worth searching Jazz for what he says, I guess. True. Now, this has got to be a fixable skill issue on my part. Because I'm using the native in-game materials anyway. But why does F-model read it as using decal texture? So Razor ran into this issue? Oh. Oh, I can't search from unless I disable streamer mode. Let's see. Maybe. Oh wait, is this it? Wait, I have virtual textures on. That's the only thing that it could be, but I've already long since done that. Enable virtual texture support. On texture import. I don't have it on light maps, but everything else has it. Maybe it needs it for post-processing materials as well. I'm not even re-importing materials, so technically it shouldn't even be a thing. Well, I'll give it a try. I'm not even doing materials, but I'll see what happens. I'll re-import the longsword here. See if there's anything for... Is this a skeletal mesh? No, it's a static mesh. Is there anything related to this that might be useful? Nope. Okay, we got our static mesh in. Just take these, put this over to longsword material, and build. I don't think it's going to change anything, to be honest, but never know. Think custom missions would be easy? Easy, no, but possible, yes. I was already experimenting, at least with the Unreal Engine visual side of things, with getting custom stuff to replace existing parts of the map. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but it should be possible to replace the visuals of missions, and if somebody can get scenario replacements working, then we can get collision from the Halo Reach mod tool sides of things to match up, but it's not going to be easy, but it should be possible. Any thoughts on multiplayer for Campaign Evolved? Well, I just heard from Zophie that they took out Megalo, which is the game types in this, so maybe, but probably not. Okay, our model is built out. I'm going to quickly attach this to the Pelican D. No, I'm going to put it on the cargo marker. Well, cargo's kind of far back. Put on Pelican D for now. Let's take a look at it. All right, we got to put our new pack in. So this one here. Let's give it a go. We're loading. We're loading. Oh, 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 oh. No! Why are the UDIMs fucking up? Where's my Seraph? See it over here. Hello? Well, I repositioned it and I can see it ever so slightly clearer now. But we still got scuff textures. Although, oh no, it's not normals. That's just the geometry. I believe... Let's go over here and test it. Realize it's leverage used in the past is new to the UE5 pipeline. I think it's new to the UE5 pipeline. Infinite might have used it, but I'm not sure. The odd thing is, this is technically correct to how the game says it's supposed to look. I think the cockpit, for example, is working correctly. The UVs looked correct. It's just for whatever reason, whatever the material that it's using for this, it's a little scuffed. Okay, I can see the weathering is working on the mask and stuff. It's almost like it's just using the wrong diffuse texture. Which definitely should not be happening. How do the materials react? Very confused. Why is it using decals for the main material? It even shows up that way in F model and everything. But obviously in the campaign it doesn't use it, so I'm like, well, what the hell is it doing? I just hooked it up to the textures the game actually uses, and apparently it uses this, but certainly didn't in campaign. Weird. Use the index order or something? I suppose it might switch it up. I see the shader tag. You can't. There's no shader tag. It's using a material built into Unreal Engine that I cannot view. It would theoretically have to completely recreate. At this point, I might actually just recreate the shader tag instead. I didn't want to, but technically it should work. I just wanted to use the one that was already in game to save some time, but whatever. I have a gun that's working. Oh yeah, pew pew pew, pew pew, pew pew, it's underneath it. I don't think I have much of a choice but to actually give it the correct materials. And I also really want to fly the Destroyer. What do the other Longsword models look like in F models? Same. They look exactly the same. They've also got the weird decal stuff going on with them. Which does lead me to believe that it's F model screwing off. Which microtransaction skin do I have on it? Yeah, this is the racing skin. It's the NASCAR skin. That's why it's got all the colorful logos on it, you know? How do I not have a nuke on this? Listen, if I can figure out how to get custom Niagara effects in here, I'm there. I'm with it. Whoa, the render model actually responds to nearby collision. That's cool. It doesn't even have a collision model. It's actually using the Pelicans right now. So the fact that the... Oh, wait, never mind. It just happens to be floating nearby it. Yeah, okay. I was confused there for a second. Can't tell what decal sponsoring the short sword. All of them. All of them. First time Green has ever said something true. Holy base. Trying to think about the best way to do this. Okay, so here's what I want to do, right? Obviously, we want the Longsword to look better and move its camera and make it look awesome and like a super fast space fighter like the Halo Reach Saber. As one cross between Blam and UE5 work, is it simultaneous? It's simultaneous. It basically, all the visuals and sounds are running Unreal Engine, Like, basically imagine this. Halo Reach is running in the background. It's handling all of the game logic, AI, collision, anything that's not visual or sound, it's Halo Reach. Then over the top of it, Unreal Engine 5 is running, and it's hooked into Halo Reach, so it knows what's going on with effects and models and stuff. And so you just, as long as you have all the hooks in place, you know exactly what's going on in Halo Reach, and then you can render an entire Unreal Engine 5 visual on top of that. So they basically just hooked Halo Reach into Unreal Engine 5, gave Unreal Engine 5 all the information on what's happening in the game, and are able to perfectly render this on top of it. For sounds, for effects, for visuals, everything. I just screen it black if you fly to Island Sound Cartographer? I actually don't know yet. I'm not sure, but that's why I switched over to the space map, because at least I have a large area to fly around in. Well, here's what we'll do. We'll close that. I'm going to switch this over to be attached to the cargo marker and experiment and see how that looks, because it should be a little bit higher up, I hope. And then the next thing I want to do here... Oh, no, you know what, actually? It was probably fine where it was before. But I moved it backwards, didn't I? Have you removed the death barriers yet? I have not. I haven't really needed to be fair, but no, I have not. So, I think... excuse me. I'm just gonna kind of go back to square one with Blam moving. I guess. They have an awesome version of Reach perfectly hooked into Unreal Engine. Why not keep using it? It works awesome. Reach is the most modern, smooth, and clean version of the Halo engine before it started getting all funky with new contractors and employees when Halo 4 came around, so it's a pretty sweet setup. It's a pretty great engine. Look at Maz Desert. Oh yeah, I haven't actually. Let me take a look at that. I didn't look outside the map at all yet. Honestly, it's going to completely depend on whether or not the Oh, can you even see outside of there? I know in Halo 1 you start out in the mission, like, in the hangar area. Halo 4 is fine. Okay, bro. Whatever you say. Only worked in it a ton. No, he's just inexperienced. Okay, dude. Go back to your weird layered shadow maps that you literally cannot fix no matter how hard you try. Yeah, I want giant lines in my shadows. Okay, let's see. Okay, there is a ton of terrain out there. The question is, if I remove the soft barriers and kill barriers, does it have collision? It does look really awesome, though. Okay, let's try that. Let's remove the Let's see. Halo 4 can look amazing. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Don't let them fool you. It's not worth it. Alright, so here's the maw. We want to take a look here at the different structures. So here's the BSP exterior, is the one we want, I believe. This structure seems, it's not a structure. No, seems that's something completely different. Let's close that. Don't save. That. So we want level start soft ceiling. We'll get rid of this and this. We'll go to BSP exterior. Structure. Oh, is there not even a structure design for the exterior? Oh, there's not, I don't think. Yeah, okay, so that's gone now. Now we're just going to search for the kill barriers and remove those. Kill triggers, gone. What do we have? Kill piston, kill bridge, big jump, kill start. Yeah, we'll just get rid of those. These should now not have any kill triggers they're hooked up to. Yep. So theoretically, we can go down there. I think there's another type of hard-coded kill barrier that I've kind of forgotten where it is, so we might still die, but maybe. Can you use this tool for MCC and use poke? I don't know if it uses poke. Well, you don't need to use poke for it because you can use the editing kit with Bonobo, or Baboon. Fuck, I keep calling it Bonobo. But yeah, with Baboon, you can just use it in place of the editing kit tool, Gorilla, or Foundation if you're doing Reach, and it's honestly way better, and you should use it. I need the poke function. You literally don't, because you don't need to open MCC anymore. When you save a tag in the editing kit, it automatically updates instantly. You literally don't need it. Oh, for multiplayer? Well, that's what assembly's for, to be fair. Wait, I just removed the soft... you know what? I don't know. I'm going to go through every BSP and just remove the soft barriers for all of them. I don't know which one that is. I thought I got it because it was called Start, but clearly not. Oh, did I just not save it? Oh, weird. Thought I hit save. I don't play with other people on Xbox and shoot rockets, but everyone will shoot rockets. Yeah, if you're hosting a custom game, it'd probably work, yeah. It's fun. That's with Xbox players. Okay, there we go. Soft barrier is gone. The real question now is whether or not the kill barriers are, like, hard-coded and I have to go hunt them down. Oh! Well, the dream is dead. We can't go beyond 2 feet before the screen turns black. Feels bad. God damn it. I need to figure out what is causing the screen to go black, if there's even something that I can do. Where am I? The wall. Man, because there's a really great area down there. It might be a hard-coded Unreal Engine thing, unfortunately. Right on the Warthog run? I don't think the Warthog run's gonna have any more luck, I'm afraid. And basically, if you go outside the playable space, the game just kind of says fuck you and starts dying. Turn up Unreal Engine and try the reach models. There are no reach models. They're gone. They stripped it out of the engine at a deep level. Besides, I want the campaign evolved graphics. I could just go play a reach game. Or a reach mod at that point.
We need to get to the bridge. From there, we can initiate an overload of the ship's fusion engines. The explosion should damage enough systems below it to destroy the ring.
I want to go down there, man. Look how nice it is. What the fuck? Oh, there's sentinels coming for me. They're everywhere! I sacrificed myself to the gods. Fly around that exposed area of the Warthog run? I could try it at the very least. Hold on, watch this. I get myself super sprint. Whee! I do wish I knew specifically what it was that caused the blacking out. I don't think it's anything to do with the tags themselves. So I would have to probably edit something in the actual map structure tag, which is extremely challenging to edit. I was doing that earlier, and there's like a whole extra process to it that you can't just do in Unreal. It is what it is. Alright, so I guess for the Warthog run we'll do scenario structure. Go to all the soft ceilings on the Maw and get rid of them. I have no idea where these hard-coded kill barriers are, but they're somewhere, for sure. I think they might be in the BSP. I swear it's in the BSP itself. World bounds. Oh, if you go to the world bounds, does that kill you? Is that what those do? In the BSP. Oh. BSP. Oh, I see. So I basically just have to go to every BSP, enhance the world bounds values, and then I'll do it in the scenario as well. Thank you for the high effort comment, Didact. I really appreciate it. Okay, after this, the world bound should be maxed out, so if this is causing the death barrier to appear, then it should be cleared up. If it still continues to kill me, then, well, something else is controlling it. Baboonist Peak? Yeah, it's insane. And Green is right, it is technically a crazy coincidence, but like... the crazy amount of progress is not a coincidence. That is just determination and the ability to reverse engineer right there. Is the ship the Prophet uses to escape and is different than any other ships we see in the space level? What does the Prophet use to escape? Okay, was that the death barrier? It's not the death barrier. I still die. Unlucky. Let's try the Warthog run. Oh my god. Are the elements yeah, the main menu should be moddable.
Further towards the ship's bow than our current position.
It's all Unreal Engine,
Use a
so
Warthog to reach the
it's not going to be
extraction point,
easy,
or we'll
but...
never make it in time. Activating final countdown timer. When it reaches 0, the engines will detonate. The
I'm Warthog running, I'm Warthog running.
Almost 100 million degrees. Don't be here when it blows.
New Warthog run is so peak, by the way. I'm ruining it right now, but it is very peak.
We can't make it on foot.
Oh wait, is the grunt in here? No, there's nothing out there. No. Ooh, here we go. Foe hammer. Get in there, foe hammer.
419. 2 Covenant Banshees are approaching on your 6. Evade. Say again, evade.
Roger, roger. I see him. Wait one.
Are they glassing the ring up there? Why is it glowing?
Breaking right. Damn, too late.
Oh no, there's a hard collision right here. Wait. I'm gonna die for sure. At some point I'm dying here. I'm just not sure when. Oh my god. Oh, of course. Doing a little bit of exploring. All right. Let me in. Let me in. Oh. Wait, they're fighting down here. Wait, what?
We need to get through that mess and rendezvous with Foehammer. Don't stop for anything.
Am I in? Ow. Let me fucking in, dude. This invisible barrier. It's cucking me, bro. I don't remember this part of the mission. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's in the lore. This happened in the books. I'm sure of it. Am I finally in? Okay. No! Okay, there we go. That was a close one. Dude, why are there guys fighting down here? Are we supposed to come down here at some point? Is this a part of the Warthog run? I didn't get to this part. Is there like a secret entrance that takes you down here that I don't know about? There's gotta be. They have like a whole path for it and everything. You didn't play the game? Yeah, I just didn't come down here. Yeah, what the hell? Oh, wait, no, I'm just being dumb. I thought this was a different part. Oh, I forced myself back inbounds. Pick up skybox fix? Wait, what? Is there a skybox fix? Someone posted UE4 SS fix for the black screen in Discord. What? Let me just read into that really quickly. Let's see what. I don't see anyone talking about it. Hold on, in here. Oh? This is real. It's real. 30 minutes ago. Oh my god, absolutely massive. Massive. Hold on, let me install this mod. Then we can actually explore everything. That would be so peak, dude. We could actually go through every level without having to worry about any bullshit. Peak! I just gotta remember the hell I installed. Oh, here. UE4SS mods. Yeah, give me 1 second, guys. This will fix our out of bounds. Hell yeah. And then I gotta enable it in my mods real quick. Hold on. Okay, that should fix it. I'm gonna launch the game back up. We'll see. Yeah, if you just search UE4SS, that was how I found it as well. Dude, shout out Hawks. If this works, I mean, I assume it does, unless I skill issued and installed it wrong, but I'm pretty sure I got it right. I'll do a test by going back to the maw and flying outward at the beginning of the mission, because that instantly black screened. Oh! Oh, I installed it wrong. Though I feel like it did something, because that giant line was not there before. That definitely did something. Huh. I don't think it worked. Did you install? No, I installed. I've had UE4SS installed since day one. I just installed the fix and enabled it. Got it in my mods.txt here. See out of bounds, sky, blah, blah, blah. Same name and everything. Got the enabled.txt in here. Probably should read the readme. Copy C out of bounds fix. I should probably name it the correct thing at the very least. CE out of bounds fix. And then I'll just fix it in mods.txt. And I did put it in mods.json, however, I'm not certain if it needs to be in here. Okay, let's try again. Maybe UE4SS needs to know it. Does it? I downloaded the one off of Nexus. Has it been updated recently? Oh, it got updated today, actually. Let me update UE4SS real quick. Okay. We're updating. We're updating. Background Dairy Queen, what did I miss? I'm trying to get the really cool black screen fix that Hawks made so I can explore outside the maps a lot nicer. I just say you are the best? No, you're the best. Fiber shit, thank you. Is Green still here? He's always here. Ah, see? No! God damn it!
We need to get to the bridge. From there, we can initiate an overload of the ship's fusion engine.
Am I dumb? Don't answer that. Why is it? What? Oh. Let me see here. Oh, I see. It got reset. Hold on. When I updated UE4SS, the mod got disabled. One more time! Bruh. Okay. I actually properly enabled it that time and it
We
still
need to
doesn't
get
work,
to
so
the
I don't know.
bridge.
I'm doing something
From there, we can initiate an overload of the ship's fusion engines. The explosion should damage enough systems below it to destroy the ring.
wrong. Excuse me. I'm kind of curious. Maybe it works on like the silent cartographer, but maybe not like, or like maybe maps like this, but not others. Oh yes, my Longsword Pelican hybrid. Beautiful. Come in! Come in! Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it worked. Must have cooked it somehow? Yeah, I don't know what I did wrong. Into the void I go. Why? Why does it hate me? Do I have like... Oh, I'm looking. Oh. I never enabled it right. I never enabled it right. I cooked it. I'm an idiot. Actually, I'm not an idiot. Gigabrain, hyper galaxy brain, omega genius. That's actually, not to be too humble, but that's what people used to call me back in school. Bro, you're in chat, Hawks. No! Oh no, you're the one who mentioned it. Oh, it was made by Deadman. I don't know why. I got you guys mixed up from who mentioned it to me versus made it. Shout out Deadman as well. Shout out Deadman. Large, big. Ah! C out of bounds. Am I misspelling it? Am I like what? Nope, I'm not misspelling it. What's one that's disabled? Console enabler mod? What's one that is enabled? Cheat manager enabler mod? As Todd Howard says, it should just work. One of those things where it just works. Bro, I woke up too early today for my psychiatrist appointment. My brain's cooked. It was at like 1:30 p.m. and I woke up at 8 a.m. and I was like, I could go back to sleep, but then I was like, but what if I miss it? What if I randomly, I decide to ignore my alarms in an hour, or all of them after that? What if I just sleep in through all of it? And I was like, no. No. I got like 3 hours of sleep. I'm dying out here. Damn, was a good time to wake up. It is, but I also went to sleep at like 4 a.m., so... Guys, I'm not sure it works. Starting to think it didn't work. My psychiatrist telling me to stop being a bot and mod Halo 4. No, my psychiatrist actually told me to disregard anyone with the word green in their name. Because they are completely wrong, and it's like verifiable with evidence. They literally told me, they said, all you have to do is go into your stream chat and type !green and you'll get the answer you need to see. Oh, see, there it is. I don't know what they're talking about. It's probably a good thing you're not a psychiatrist then. Well, I was really excited to have the black screen disabled, but apparently I'm just illiterate and cannot enable this UE4SS mod properly. Also, I'm just really tired in general, so I think I'm gonna dip, guys. I'm gonna dip for tonight. I'm gonna try to get a mainline video out for tonight if I can, but not gonna lie, I'm just so exhausted. Maybe it'll still be out tomorrow. I'm gonna make one on the cruiser. So can't you just use the space mech and make a big cube for the ground? I can't make a big cube until reach tag importing functions. I believe Camden is working on that. This model and collision. Yeah, so it's basically everything in Halo Reach is the same. The only thing that's changed is audio and visual. Those are now Unreal Engine. Everything else is just Reach. So any sound stuff, you need WYs through Unreal Engine. Any visual stuff, you need to just import the model through Unreal Engine. Let's get involved and make these tags by hand. I mean, they're theoretically easy to import. There's just some differences in the tag fields and stuff. Mod just might not work. I ain't seen it work anyway. Unlucky. I did it in the assembly days. I can do it again. Hey, go for it. I think Camden probably already figured it out by now, if I'm real. I'm gonna hop off for the day, guys. I'm tired. I'm gonna do a much longer stream tomorrow, but I'm gonna focus on getting some videos out, some new Campaign Evolved videos. But I appreciate you guys watching today. I hope you enjoyed. Again, I'll be live tomorrow. Keep an eye out for the video tomorrow. That said, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Run and playthrough. We'll do it. We will do it. Bye!